Welcome to Panama. This beautiful country is of course known for some of the best coffees in the world, like the priceless Panama Geisha coffee. And here in the Boquete Valley, that's where I started in 2006 a exciting venture to plant geisha coffee trees in a heavily forested farm, which I called Finca La Mula. Welcome to La Mula. So this is La Mula farm, and here we are in the shaded part, which is a unique shade because we have these really high shade trees. And now, while we are 3 years after planting, this starts really looking like a farm. Before that, it was just a collection of young looking coffee trees, but now it really starts looking like something. So welcome at La Mula Farm. So one other unique element of La Mula is the clouds that come in halfway the day. The day usually starts with a bright sunshine, which is broken by the shade trees, which produces a different type of light than you would normally have in a non-shaded farm, obviously. And you can see here the clouds and how they basically kind of work as a air conditioning to the trees. And obviously, you can imagine that this type of environment will do something to the coffee trees growing here. In this part, the trees are about 2 to maximum 3 feet high. In other parts, where more light penetrates the farm, the trees are 5, 6, even 7 feet tall. And we are 1 to 2 years away from having a first crop in this farm. It all started on this memorable day at the cupping competition in Panama of 2003. Tasting Panama Geisha for the first time was a revelation to me. The jasmine aroma, the tamarind acidity, and the fresh papaya sweetness, wonderful. Not too long after, my friend Graciano Cruz took me to a precious piece of land called La Mula, and we ended up buying this plot together. And my farm, La Mula, Finca La Mula, has this beautiful environment. It's lush, it's green, it rains a lot, and there's a beautiful ecosystem. On top of that, a majestic view. Graciano Cruz was instrumental in helping me to realize this dream. He was the one to plant the seeds for what became later the geisha baby trees that were carried out into La Mula farm. This work was done by Ngöbe Bugle indigenous workers who were hired from the nearby Comarca region. A team of 15 people carried in the trees over a distance of more than an hour's walk, and during a period of 6 to 7 weeks of hard work, the 8,000 trees were planted. These young folks are often coffee farmers in their own area. Soon they might become the future geisha producers of Panama. Who knows? One thing is sure, that I felt so exhilarated while I was planting this first tree, which is now doing really well, growing well, and I felt so proud to be the owner of a small but beautiful geisha coffee farm in the heart of the Chiriqui mountains of Panama. This farm was planted in August and September 2006, and the trees were carried in to this farm. La Mula is located near, not too far from Boquete, but it's a distinct environment and a distinct climate. more rain and more dry periods also, but a little bit more rain. The elevation here is 1,700 to 1,800 meters, and here is a geisha tree. We planted about 9,000 geisha trees in these 4 hectares of land, 10 acres. And we have a lot of shade here of the old primary trees that still grow here. And we have a lot.
La Mula, September 2nd. This is the first tree we planted. Looking great.
So one of the important factors of quality is, of course, in the quality of the soil. Sometimes we really forget this, and if you look at what I have here in my hands, this is soil from La Mula, and I'll grab some more soil, and it is very rich of organic matter, and the organic matter, of course, doesn't just dissolve in the soil, but it also helps the soil with a lot of the microbial life, which is really important. And you can smell the soil. It smells really fresh, like really good compost smells. This is, of course, the essence of quality, because in the soil we can find the important nutrients like potassium and phosphorus and magnesium and zinc, and we can find hopefully the right balance between calcium and acidity. And so with those elements we will get better acidity in the cup, better sweetness in the cup, and overall a better quality. And soil is very essential to the quality of your coffee.